To give Will Smith credit, he did make the Oscars worth talking about again, I guess. That's honestly the only compliment I'm willing to give him. I'll just get right into it. For those of you who somehow don't know, probably because they don't have internet or something like that for the past week or something. Basically, a comedian at the Oscars named Chris Rock kept making some edgy jokes, and one of the jokes was about the haircut of Will Smith's wife. And apparently Will Smith's wife's haircut is like that because she was going through some sort of disease that I keep forgetting what it is. Will Smith got so pissed off, he walked up onto the stage, smacks Chris Rock right in the face. And if that wasn't enough, when he goes back down, Will Smith goes, "Keep your wife's name out of your fucking mouth." Chris Rock tries to explain himself, saying he was making a G.I. Jane joke. The joke of Will Smith's wife's haircut was that of G.I. Jane. And Will Smith goes, "Keep your wife's name out your fucking mouth!" Yeah, not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. This happened almost a week ago at this point. As far as I know, it's possible they apologized to each other. I know it's definitely clear that Will Smith apologized to the Academy, which I don't think anybody actually cares about. So normally I wouldn't be going into something like this because, what happens with celebrities, that's not really my business. But I noticed that some parts of the public have been siding with Will Smith, saying that it's understandable what he did. There's some even saying that Chris Rock deserved to be smacked in the face for an insensitive joke, which I disagree with. First of all, Will Smith walking up the stage and smacking a comedian in the face, even if the joke is super offensive, that is a sign of poor impulse control, which is not really mature at all. Listen, comedians say some edgy jokes, and sometimes the jokes will hurt people. But listen, let's say, because I also don't think Chris's joke was... I guess it was insensitive and it wasn't super duper funny, but I think it could have been much worse. But let's say the joke was a whole lot worse. Let's say Chris Rock made a joke that was the most offensive joke ever made. Let's say he made a joke that bad. I still don't think Will Smith should have walked up on the stage and smacked him in the face like that. Because, as I said, it's a sign of poor impulse control. I guess it's possible it was publicity. I'm speculating because I don't entirely know the actual evidence and such, but I'm speculating. I'm thinking Will Smith has possibly did it just to suck up to his wife because apparently their relationship is a bit rocky and such. If that was the case, there are better ways to impress your wife. Because I wonder if she was even glad that he smacked Chris Rock in the face. I would have been embarrassed if I was in her shoes. Speaking of him being in someone's shoes, I'm not saying that I wouldn't 100% do that, because like I said, I don't entirely know the context of the situation. Maybe I would. Maybe I would actually walk up and smack Chris Rock's face if I was in that position. But I can tell you this. I guarantee I know that if I did do that, I most certainly would regret doing it the next day, or maybe even the moment after I did that. If you smack someone in the face over an offensive joke, you may think that that makes you super tough, but it actually doesn't. It makes you look quite the opposite. And that's another situation about the slap. Will Smith was clearly trying to act all tough, but he doesn't. To me, anyways, and I'm sure to a lot of people, he honestly kind of looked like a coward. Because listen, if you act all angry about something like that, over something so small as an offensive joke, it makes you look like a wuss. You may think it makes you look tough, but it makes you look like a wuss. I would make this mistake all the time as a little kid. I remember at YMCA, some random kid just came out of nowhere and blew into my face. And instead of remaining calm and seeing where that was going, I was like, "Dude, what was that for?" And looking back at that situation, that was a fucking embarrassing moment on my part. Just pathetic. But yeah, reacting like that does not make you look tough. And it would also make things worse, because I can see consequences. Consequences for Will's actions. Other celebrities are already saying he should be put in jail for that, which is understandable. That what he did does technically count as assault. It is assault. Now listen, I'm still debating on whether Chris's joke was good or not, because I'm thinking it was an insensitive joke, but definitely not one worth slapping him in the face for. That's ridiculous. Overall, all I'm saying is people have been siding with Will Smith. I honestly think that that's a bad idea, because like I said, he's not tough for doing that. It wasn't a brave thing for Will Smith to do. It may seem brave, but it wasn't. It was honestly a very cowardly thing to do. And that's why I am, in spite my position of Chris's joke itself, I'm on Chris Rock's side of this situation. I think he is a victim and Will Smith is a criminal. That's all I want to say.